Hello and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. My name is Dallin Anderson and today I'm going to be talking about the pandemic and why I think stocks and Bitcoin are heavily undervalued. This will provide a massive opportunity for us to make profit over the next 8 years in all of these markets, the world markets, oil, indices, stocks, and I see a large opportunity to profit off of all of this movement. So that's really what I'm going to be going over today and discussing how you personally can take this information and make money off of all the wildness. I always say if you want a job in any economy, trade the economy. Make sure that you guys hit that like button as well as the subscribe button down below because I am dedicated to uploading 5 videos a week all through 2020 to keep you guys posted and updated in the cryptocurrency markets. Today is mainly going to be a vlog just in front of the camera here face to face with you guys so we can get personal and honest about what's going on in the markets and what I expect to happen because of that. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So as you guys know, there's a large pandemic going on in the world right now. There's a lot of fear, a lot of people scared, a lot of people panic selling, whether it's Bitcoin, crypto, oil, stocks, they're selling everything. And if you remember, fear is usually preceded by greed. And I think this is what's going to happen right here in the markets. You know, I kind of think that this is the trial run for the big crash that's coming later. I seen a lot of people posting Great Depression charts that we're going to drop 80% in all of these markets. And although it's possible if we fail support, and a lot of the stocks like McDonald's and stuff like that have Ichimoku cloud support, if those support levels fail, you still could technically start a major correction right here. But for now, the trend is your friend, and buying the dip is by far the smartest strategy. I personally think this is a massive trial run for the big correction that will come after another 8 to 10 year cycle in the stock market. With that being said, we should get a large increase in the world economic value through that period of time as things go very parabolic. Now the issue with this is that most people will think that it's just going to keep going up forever, especially since they thought this was already the top. So when it starts going up for another 8 years, when the real top actually comes in, people are going to be scared out of their minds because they will not be prepared anyway whatsoever. So in my view, this gives us another 8 to 10 years to prepare for the large correction in the stock market. There's multiple reasons I see this from a technical perspective, but I will drop a link to a chart in the description of this video of the Dow Jones compared to a human emotional cycle, a market cycle, a fractal of human emotions, so that you guys can understand why I think this isn't over yet. I'm personally more excited than I ever have been about the stock market, about Bitcoin, about oil, about all the different world markets in the world right now because of what's going on. This fear allows you to make money. And even if we go into a bear market, there's still a ton of money to be made off of the downward movement in all of these moves. But I personally think this is a very large shakeout. We're getting ready for a massive explosion on the upside in these markets. And if you just attach some self-worth to yourself and start practicing these things and understand that you can learn anything and put some time behind the charts, behind the stocks, behind the cryptos, you will really switch things around in your life. And I believe you can make a lot of money over this 8-year period. With that being said, this is just an extension of what will come. Whenever a market is overextended, whenever you have price action going up and 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 up forever, you're guaranteed to see some type of a drop afterwards. And with stocks, we have seen a very, very large increase in value for a long time now. If you go to the Dow Jones on a logarithmic chart and zoom way out, we've been trending up for a long time. But also, that's more the reason not to fight the trend just yet. Because of how powerful, how strong, how long this uptrend has been created, I don't think it's time to fight the trend just yet. I don't think it's time to call for an 80% correction just yet. I was originally looking at that potential, but I've completely changed my mind and changed my perspective, and that fear is completely gone. Instead, I see this from an opportunistic perspective. And for me, stocks and Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are really going to produce a huge upswing in these next 8 years. And I think that most of these tech stocks, most of the tech sector is going to add value into the markets unless stuff like Apple and Amazon creates a support failure, then we would be going into that bigger correction. But with that being said, you guys, the amount of money that has to leave the markets for us to go into that correction, I think that this was a very large shakeout before the big move on the upside. So personally, I'm very, very excited about what's coming. I think that oil is producing an extremely long-term buy opportunity at very, very undervalued prices. I think that cryptocurrency is producing a very, very undervalued buying opportunity, long-term, great prices. And I think that the stock market is also potentially producing a very, very large uptrend and buy opportunity for continuation before the big crash comes. So don't trust the fear, you guys. I know there's so much FUD. I know there's so much news coming out, so many places that is trying to bring you down and create feelings of fear or doubt or uncertainty. That's called FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And it is a technique that they've been using since the beginning of time to manipulate markets, since we've had publicly traded markets, and even more so than publicly traded markets, just bartering and things like that. These strategies were always used. People try to make something perceived less than it really is so that they can get it at a better price. And that's what really happened in the stock market. That's what really happened in Bitcoin. And that's why I'm so excited about what's coming and why the pandemic doesn't have me scared at all. With that being said, you guys, stay safe out there, stay healthy, stay profitable, spend some time with your family, do whatever you got to do to maintain safety in all of this. I'm in no way downplaying the potential dangers of what's going on, but I am telling you that from a perspective of FUD, from a perspective of what the media wants you to believe, they will get you to panic sell everything that you have right before the big run up in the markets so that they have liquidity. They need idiots to sell. And because of that, they can use things like this to blow it completely out of proportion from an economic perspective and profit off of all of the fear. And so that's why this is such an amazing time to be buying Bitcoin, buying stocks, buying oil, and that's why I'm personally doing it. This is not financial advice. This is my personal trading journal, my personal story, my experience that I'm sharing with you guys, but that's what I'm looking at doing for myself. I appreciate and love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my video today. If you want me to do more videos like this where I'm just up in front of the camera talking face to face with you, let me know in the description, in the comment box below. And again, I will leave the chart to the Dow Jones in the description box, so make sure that you guys click that. I am doing a free webinar very soon as well, so make sure that you click in the Discord box below in the Discord and join it so that you will get the announcement in the announcements channel when to join that free webinar. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next episodes. As always, stay profitable out there.